Alright, so welcome back to another video. It's a little bit different. I'm just in a truck going to St. George. So you probably already know by the thumbnail and title of this video what I'm doing, so I'll just say it. I'm going down to St. George to pick up a set of 42-inch Nitto Trail Grappler K-Spec stickies, and they're on 20-inch raceline wheels, beadlocks. So I'm super excited. This is kind of the surprise. I was telling you I had plans to go do this. I was just waiting. I sold my car so I could buy tires. But today I'm going to get tires. Tomorrow I'm going north instead of south. I'm going up to Nephi, and I'm going to get some roll cage material so I can get a roll cage, put it into the Blazer, and yeah, and it's that much closer to being done. So got 2 hours left of this 3.5 hour drive, so yeah, hopefully it goes smoothly. That thing's cool. Okay, we did it. 4 42-inch Nitto Trail Grappler stickies with 20-inch raceline beadlocks. So it's a lot of money to spend on tires, but I think it's gonna be cool. I'm super excited to get these on and see how it does. So now we just got a 3.5 hour drive back home to Ephraim, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited. But yep, excited. So we have 35 miles until empty. We have 37 miles until the gas station. So something's not quite adding up to me, but I think we'll make it. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure this gives you a little leeway, right? Probably not.
I don't know how it works.
Me neither.
It might give you a little leeway.
Hopefully we make it.
Yep.
Alright, so it's the next day. I already went to Nephi. I didn't video any of it. I was by myself and yeah, just forgot to video. But I got back, got 120 feet. So I got 100 feet of 1.5 inch welded, and then I got 20 feet of DOM as well. So the DOM is, I'm going to put that in places that's going to take more abuse, and it's going to see more like direct hits because it is stronger. It's not going to pinch as easy. So that's going to be on the outside, and this is going to be inside support. So I think I've gone through a lot of ideas on roll cages, but I think I'm going to take that because I could take 10 feet, and I measured it out. It can come up here, come along here, and back here to about there. So that piece right there would be DOM, and then all of the cross braces and everything on the inside is going to be welded. So that one bar, because it's going to see a lot of rocks hitting it right here, I think that's going to be good. I want a bar out here, so I'm going to do a hybrid style cage. So it's going to have a cage on the roof and on the inside. So I'm not going to have enough DOM to do the whole top of the roof, out of DOM. It's just going to be the side rail, but I think that side rail is going to take the most abuse. And if I do roll it over, it's going to protect me, which is the most important part, is to protect the people on the inside and keep us safe. So it might move a little and tweak, but I mean, no cage really is 100%. Like if you roll it, stuff's gonna move. It's just how it's gonna be. So I think that's a good compromise. The DOM is twice as expensive as the non-DOM, so this is $600 sitting here on the floor in metal. So, and if I would have done that out of all DOM, it would have been, you know, $1,000 plus. So I think this is gonna work. It's gonna be good, nice and safe cage. So, but I'm not gonna get to that right now. That's gonna start next video or two. So, but as you guys saw, I went and picked these up, and these came in the mail today, which is awesome. So this is an 1.5 inch adapter. So it's 8x170 to 8x6.5 here. So, and what I have in here right now is a 2-inch spacer. So that's a little bit less, but these are also more of an offset and a bigger tire. So I kind of added it up to where I need a 3.5 inch back spacing for it to clear my link. Because as you can see right here, my tire already rubs on the link with these 40s. So I wanted to push it out a little bit, so I needed a 3.5 inch backspace. These are a 5 inch backspace plus an 1.5 inch gives me that 3.5 inch back spacing. So I'm gonna get this jacked up, get this wheel pulled off, and throw these on and see if I got my calculations right, and finally see what it looks like with these 42s on there. So I am super excited. I mean, you guys saw how it did with these tires. These are 40 inch, just not regular non-sticky DOT tires. These are 42 inch stickies. So, and as you can see, they're perfect. They're just rounded off. So this one and this one are the best of the two. This was his spare tire. So he destroyed a tire and he was running his spare for a little bit. So this one's in the best condition. And as you can see, beadlock basically brand new, little scratches, and the rest of the beadlocks look like this. But that's perfectly fine because that's what they're for, and I won't have to worry about scratching them. But so these were his fronts and these were the two rears, and as you can see, these tires are still pretty dang good. I mean, they're just perfect. They're rounded off, so you're gonna get maximum traction you can out of them. So I think I'm gonna put these two on the front and I'm gonna put these ones on the back. So yeah, I'm gonna get that one pulled off, and so I can start throwing these adapters on. I think I'm gonna have to cut an 1/2 inch off of my stud for those to fit, because I think the studs on there are 2 inches long, and with an 1.5 inch spacer, I'm gonna have to cut a 1/2 inch off of every stud. But I really don't want this to be super wide. I mean, wide is better in most scenarios, so, but I do want to keep it basically what it is right now. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be like an inch wider than it is right now. So yeah, get that pulled off. Okay, there's one of them done. So these all bolted on. I got that spacer in there. You're not gonna be able to really see it, but brake's still in. So my old rims came basically right to this almost. So it is a little bit wider, but not much wider. So I think it's gonna work perfect. So I'm gonna get the other 3 done and then show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so we just got the new 42s installed, and now we're gonna go, I guess we're gonna start by going over to Black Hill, same place we were with the Hilux. So, but I don't have my normal camera people today, so my sister's here helping me video, and she's probably gonna drive it a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna go.
I'm gonna show your tires.
Okay, so if you guys remember right, in my last video, or yeah, I think it was the last video, I couldn't make it up this. I tried a few times and I couldn't make it up it, but now I have 42-inch stickies, so try it again. I don't know. Why not? That was easy. I guess tires make a big difference then.
Do you want me to get it off? Alright, so I'm gonna let Hannah drive. She's just gonna do something pretty easy right here. It'll still look cool, but It'll still look cool.
It'll be easy. So her first time driving the Blazer. Is this the first time you've driven it?
I haven't drove it for like a long time. So I drove it.
Well, first time she's driving StuBlazer.
Yes. with these new tires, so looks cool. That's cute. You hit the bottom.
I noticed.
Yeah.
It's like so easy.
I know. It's
like it just like goes right up it.
That's not even where you're trying to go up, and it was.
I know. Well, like in my Jeep, going up like a dirt hill that steep is like a little hard for it.
That's an accomplishment.
Just kidding. I mean, maybe not, but you know. The Jeep is definitely not as good as this, but yeah. It's not really meant to be.
Yeah, it's on like 31s and open diffs.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we got back. Tires did amazing, so that's going to be the end of this video. Just getting them installed and going and testing them out a little bit. So, in the next video, I'm going to be starting building a roll cage. I know you guys have been waiting a long time and saying I need a roll cage and I need to build one. I'm finally going to do it. I finally got the material I need to build a roll cage for this thing. I've been playing with ideas for a while. I think I've got a couple cool ideas that's going to work good in this thing. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy these videos, and I'll keep them coming, keep improving this thing, and yeah, super excited to really go out wheeling with these tires and go do stuff like Hanging Tree and go back out to Little Moab, Sand Hollow, all of that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a ton more capable with these 42 stickies. So, and I finally have beadlocks, so I don't have to worry about debeading or anything. I can run lower pressure. I can, yeah, it's a ton of fun. I'm super excited. Finally get out and do some cool stuff with this thing. But first, before I go do cool stuff or stupid stuff, whichever way you want to put it, I really need to put a cage in this thing. So that's what I'm going to work on next. So stay tuned for the next video and come along with me while I try to figure out how to build a roll cage with super basic tools and not a ton of knowledge on how to build a roll cage. I've been watching videos, I've been talking to people, I've been asking questions, so got 100 feet of 1.5 inch hot roll welded, and I have 20 feet of DOM as well. So the DOM is going to be for the pillars, the bar that runs up and along the top here, because that's going to see a lot of abuse hitting rocks and stuff up there, I think, especially like when you're in cracks and you tip it on its side or whatever. I think that's going to take the most abuse from rocks, so that's what I'm going to use the DOM for. The rest of it's going to be the welded, because this DOM is more than twice as expensive. So it's definitely a lot of money, but I think it's going to be worth it, and I think it's going to be really cool. I decided to go with 1.5 inches because that's what I can bend, and yeah, and the whole front's already 1.5 inches, so it's just going to tie in nicely with the front, and it's going to look all even and go with the front. So I've been going back and forth on like 1.75 or 2 inch even, but just decided to stick with 1.5 inches, and just going to add a few more gussets in places and yeah, I think it's going to be plenty strong, and hopefully it's going to look cool. It's going to be some hybrid style cage. So in the next video, we'll get to how I'm going to do that and what my thought is. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. So yeah, stay tuned for the next one.